Hello and welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me live and, of course, on the replay. Wherever you may be catching this broadcast, let me know you're here so that I can send you some love and answer any questions that you might have about this broadcast. My name is Cindy. I am a quantum numerologist and wealth activator, and I work with an organization that is all about the reclaiming of personal power, the reclaiming of our minds. And to me, that's what wealth is. When you have and understand your own personal power, you create prosperity, you understand your purpose, and it opens up a world of absolute possibility. And that, to me, is what wealth is. So just like we can predict the weather, so too can we predict the energetic influences we will be experiencing in the time ahead so that we can leverage those to our advantage and use that information to seize our personal power, to understand what's going on in the quantum field and understand each of those nuances of the energies. And I use the tools of quantum numerology and the lunar cycles to really tap into this information. So next week, we've got an interruption in our energy as we shift into a new month. September is here. So we are talking about shifting from the 4 energy of August into the 5 energy of September. September is going to be a peak of the energy of 2021. It is our first 5 energy month in the year of 2021, which is a 5 energy year. So we're really getting to the whole point of 2021. This is the point in September, and we're going to see rapid change. We're going to see results very quickly, and it's up to us to learn to pivot very quickly, especially in this next coming week. So we start the week off on a 7 energy. We have an interruption on Wednesday when we shift into September, into that 5 energy of September, and we interrupt that and we end the week on a 1. So I'm not going to get into what all the numbers are. I'm not here to teach numerology. But what we're seeing next week is this opportunity for absolute innovation, new ideas flowing in, but also taking very quick action and not being attached to the results so that we can shift quickly. We want to learn to pivot very, very quickly. And when we're unattached to the outcome, pivoting is easier. Pivoting becomes a natural way of being because the universe is designed to pivot. We are not attached. Nobody owns anything. Nobody has anything. We just have an experience with things in our life. And so when we can release that attachment and we can release some of those ongoing mental patterns that we've got happening, then we can create absolute magic in our lives. Now, what's happening is next week we actually have an opportunity to jump timelines, to see the patterns that we've been cycling in, whether those be of service or not, noticing the patterns that are not of service and be willing to jump out of it, to be willing to not repeat it. Now, there are certain ways that we can do this. Joy Kingsborough and I teach this in some of our work, in her courses that she's created. We teach this in Mindshift and how to jump timelines so that you're no longer in the momentum of an old pattern. The world itself is in an old mental pattern right now, one of war, one of fear, one of believing the outside world to be true, of illusion. We are in a momentum of this pattern, and it's uncomfortable and it feels painful, and people's minds are going a little bit crazy, and that's okay. Here's how you jump the timeline. More love, more compassion, more connection, understanding people, understanding that there is so much worry and fear and everything collectively right now, and that when we focus on that, we're perpetuating that. But when we bring it back to the heart and we remember what it feels like to love and to have compassion for others, we can begin to express that compassion first and foremost to ourselves, and then move that compassion out into the world. It is time for us to break the pattern of beating the shit out of each other, of abusing each other, of bullying each other, of making nasty comments on social media, of not seeing the possibility that someone else could have a different opinion than you and you can love them too. It is time for us as humanity to break the fucking pattern of abuse and to break the pattern of living in fear. It is time to create a new pattern of love. It is time to call ourselves higher, to love more, to have more compassion, to express more kindness, to stop in the moment when the mind wants to do the thing and take a step back and remember that we are all one. We are all connected. And whatever you're seeing in that other human being that you don't love, it's because it's within you and you don't love it. So bring it in and invite it in and express compassion. You don't need to choose the things that you're seeing in the outside world that you don't love, but love them anyway. If we are ever to break this pattern of fear and truly step into unity, we must love each other more. We must love all of it. The things we love and the things we don't perceive to love, we must love them all. We must learn to love the lockdowns and the COVID and the control and all of the pieces that are falling apart right now. More love. Call yourself higher. When you notice the mind spinning and that, oh, he said, she said, they said, this is all bullshit. I'm pissed off because I can't do this. And you need to get vaccinated or you don't need to get, fuck it. Shut it down. Take a step back. Take a deep breath. Come into your heart. I am love. I am safe. And I own my power. And in doing so, I believe the rest of the world can own their power too. It is that simple. Slow down, interrupt the timeline, jump, call yourself higher. I hope you have an incredible, incredible week. I love you, I believe in you, and I see your power. Bye for now.